In community college, every time I went to visit the disability office, my experience was always negative. I would go in feeling awkward that I, quote, needed help. I struggled with that feeling. The person at the front desk was not friendly. When I used sign language, they showed obvious disdain towards me. I hadn't even asked for a pen and paper yet. My experience has varied when I've made requests for accommodations. I've never been asked what I prefer, but rather been given assigned accommodations. Now, as a teacher, if I have a student who needed services, I've become familiar with them and advocate for their needs. Often, it goes back to someone who has the privilege. For instance, a sighted person is often making all of the decisions for a deaf-blind person. The student should be expressing what's best for them, rather than me or another sighted person making that decision for them. As a sighted person, I hold myself responsible to do the same thing with my students. That has helped me understand what accommodations mean, who they are for, who they are serving. My students need access, and that's important. I have some tips for you who are working with students who request accommodations. Recognize your privilege. For example, as I mentioned before, if there's a deaf-blind person, it's not my role to completely take over their choices. I need to recognize my privilege and allow that person to be autonomous. When assessing your curriculum, keep in mind universal design. The overarching goal is for curriculum to be accessible for everyone. What I suggest is that you engage in introspection and self-analysis, attend workshops, but don't stop there. Continue to learn, grow, and unpack. Educate yourself. Engage in open dialogue with others. Don't wait for someone else to tell you how to do something. Research, explore, and discover resources. Another suggestion I have is to evaluate yourself. As someone with privilege, ask yourself, how can I serve and support my community as well as myself as a person? How does my privilege hurt others, even if it's unintentional? It's important to recognize and act in ways that build others up.